Hello everybody. As you all know by now, there's been another update to Smite on the PTS server. This is PTS number 3, and this is going to once again change our builds that we're doing on support. So this is going to be an updated version of the Warrior support build that you were looking to do. This way, everybody can have some kind of guidance on what you're looking to do. There's a lot of changes. They're happening very frequently, and a lot of people are having troubles keeping up. So this is me trying to help out. So we're going to get right into this, and we're going to start looking at our build. Bluestone Pendant. Previously, a very good starter item on Guan Yu. Now a very good starter item pretty much on all warrior supports. Why is that? Physical power health, just like Death Toll, same stats. 5 MP5, which is going to be big now that MP5 was taken off of Watcher's Gift. Plus, on top of that, a passive of restoring 4% of your mana every 5 seconds, or of your missing mana, that is. Basically, it's like a blue buff on you all the time. Really great, especially on Guan Yu, because Guan Yu having the capability to heal the wave, having the lower cooldown, spamming skills, stuff like that. But in all warriors in general, because most warriors have mana problems. Hercules, Guan Yu, Wukong, all of these people eventually come back to having mana problems. Bluestone Pendant, a great way to start you off right. Working into your first major item, we're not getting boots. We don't like boots. We don't like the reinforced greaves. We don't like Talaria boots. We don't need aggressive boots this early. So our first real item we're getting is Winged Blade. Why are we getting this? 300 health, which is great for us as a support, right? 10% cooldown. They took away our cooldown boots, but we're getting it all back except for 5%, so that's good. Attack speed, who cares? Little bonus, get you a little bit of extra damage. 10% movement speed, which is the big thing. We're looking for movement speed. While this is not the 18% you're going to get from a full set of boots, what you can do is you get Winged One as your first item, and then you get Tier 1 boots, which is going to give you 6% movement speed, which is going to put you only 2% down in the movement speed department, which you're going to be fine. It's going to make up for it by the passive on Winged Blade, which is basically if you hit by a slow, you become immune to slows, and your movement speed is increased by 20% for 4 seconds. Really good passive, works on things like Nemesis ult, where instead of slowing you, then it speeds you up. Really helps you get away in those situations. Looking at our core items, Sovereignty is back. They added more physical protections to it. It's pretty cheap. Not as much health as it used to give, but they reduced the price, and so it's kind of evening out. Good solid item to start off with. You need the physical defense to defend against towers, minions, the ADC in your lane, the warrior that's ganking you, the Gold Fury, all of that stuff. The aura, okay. The HP 5, 25 HP 5. You're getting this item pretty early. That's the 25 HP 5 you're going to need to basically stay in lane. It's better than the Watcher's Gift was previously. It's also an aura, so it affects your ADC in your lane. It affects when you go to the mid lane and you're by your mid laner. Very good. The magical protections aren't doing that much for you early, but as you transition into the mid game, it's going to be a great item. Your next item that you're getting by now, you're getting towards that mid game, so you're thinking about getting magical protections because their middle Janus has got his full cooldown going and now he's hitting really hard. A lot of health, a lot of magical protections, plus an amazing aura. Physical protections, which is going to be great for your whole team, and the MP5 for your whole team, which is going to be really good for especially being a warrior or a guardian. It doesn't matter. In the support role, MP5 is huge. They took it off of Watcher's Gift. Mana's a big problem early and mid game. Late game, not usually so much. But by the time you get this, it's going to be of a lot of use to you for at least 15 minutes. The next item you're going to get is going to be situational. I have Magi's Blessing under core because it's still very good for the passive. It gives good health. The protections it gives are okay. By this point in the game, they're not really going to do that much for you. But the passive is still really good. It's not a you have to get every time. This is more of a situational part of the game. You've got your core build down with Sovereignty, Heartwood, Heartward Amulet, and your Wing Blade. By this point, you can go back, perhaps finish up your boots here, finish up that movement speed, or get tier 2 just to add a little bit to your movement. Or you're going to start looking at situational items. Spirit Robe, do you want more cooldown? Do you need more protections? Do they have a lot of crowd control, so you're going to get a lot of benefit from the passive? Mid Guardian Mail, do they have a lot of physical damage auto attack dealers? Runic Shield, do they have a lot of magic damage characters? That's where you're getting into that situational build. Or, on the other hand, you're plenty tanky right now. Maybe their team is building tanky as well. So you're like, instead of building more tank, I'm going to build penetration, help out with the damage. You're looking at either Jotun's Wrath for the cooldown penetration or Titan's Bane towards the end game for the flat percentage penetration, which is really going to cut through a lot of the defenses of the enemy team. For actives, of course, Wrath of the Gods, and then situational actives. The only support you would even consider getting Shield of the Underworld on, which is one of the new actives, would be Athena. You taunt them, they have to attack you while you pop that active. Even then, I'm not sure if it's worth it, say, over getting Shell of Absorption for your team. So actives did not change for us. You're still getting Wrath of the Gods, you're still getting then a second situational active. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I plan on releasing the Guardian general build tomorrow. It's pretty similar, but there is differences, especially for the starter items, and that Guardians can still get cooldown boots, which does factor in a little bit. But if you like the guides, go ahead, subscribe on YouTube, and I will get that guide out for you guys tomorrow about Guardians. Have a twitching day, y'all.